Good evening, everyone. It's Tuesday evening, 13th of January. It's about 6:50, going on 6:15. Been reading through the book of Exodus. Today, we're going to be reading through the 9th chapter of Exodus, and we're going to find that the plagues continue because of the hardness, because God has hardened Pharaoh's heart. And he put a plague upon all their cattle, upon all their oxen, and upon all their sheep. And so all their cattle and sheep and oxen died, but the oxen and sheep and cattle of Israel were not touched. And then after that, he put on them boils upon man and beast. And, Pharaoh was pretty hardened by God. And then he brought on the hail. And then he smote the barley and the flax. And but God continued to harden Pharaoh's heart through all of this. I'm going to turn this over to Mark. I might make a few more remarks after he reads this for us, but it shows how stubborn God can cause the heart of man to be.
Exodus chapter 9, the Lord said to Moses, "Go into Pharaoh and tell him, thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, let my people go, that I may serve thee. If thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, hold the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horse, upon the ass, upon the camel, upon the oxen, upon the sheep. There shall be very grievous rain. The Lord shall separate between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt. There shall nothing die of all the children of Israel. And the Lord appointed us at time, saying, tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. The Lord did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead, and the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, did not let the people go. And the Lord said to Moses and to Aaron, take you handfuls of ashes of the furnace. And Moses sprinkled it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt. It shall be a boil breaking forth, and blades upon man, upon beast, throughout the land of Egypt. They took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh. Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven. It became a boil breaking forth, and blades upon man, upon beast. Musicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians, upon all the Egyptians. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had spoken to Moses. The Lord said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning, stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, let my people go, they may serve me. For at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart, upon thy servants, upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. Every deed for this cause have I raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people, I will not let them go. Behold, tomorrow about this time will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as hath not been in Egypt, the foundation thereof until now. Send therefore now and gather thy cattle and all thou hast in thy field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field shall not be brought home. The hail shall come down from them, and they shall die. He that feared the word of the Lord among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. He that regarded not the word of the Lord left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the Lord said to Moses, stretch forth thy hand toward heaven. There will be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, upon beast, upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven. The Lord sent thunder and hail, and fire ran along upon the ground. The Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt, so there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since the nation. Hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. Hail smote every herb of the field and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, there was no hail. Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron and said unto them, I have sinned this time. The Lord is righteous, and I and my people are wicked. Treat the Lord, for it is enough. Let there be no more mighty thunder to hail, and I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer. Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Lord. The thunder shall cease, and there be more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is the Lord's. But as for me, as for thee and thy servants, I know that ye will not fear the Lord God. The flax and the barley was smitten, for the barley was in the ear, and the flax was boiled. The wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city of Pharaoh, spread abroad his hands unto the Lord, and the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw the rain of the hail, the thunders were ceased. He sinned yet more and hardened his heart, he and his servants. The heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go. Sort of spoken by Moses.
A lot of people, thank you, Mark, a lot of people don't believe these events actually happened. So it makes for a good story, but that didn't, all those events didn't. It's like I had one of the professors where my wife went to college said that about the virgin birth, I think. Oh, it's a good story, you know. This is true. This is actual accounts that happened in history. And by the way, God hasn't changed. His power is not diminished. He's as powerful now as he ever was. He could do the same thing today in America if he chose to do so. This also shows that God can punish the very person that he's hardening their heart. You know, Pharaoh was a vessel fitted for destruction, just like Esau. People say, I don't believe in that. I don't believe God predestinates people unto destruction. Well, you don't believe the Bible. Romans 9 says that the children being not yet born, not having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Esau was a vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. Well, here we see this account. And this is exactly what God did with Pharaoh. And he not only killed their cattle, like I said earlier, and he you know, put a plague upon their beast, and they put boils on them, and he sent hail, grievous hail on them. And it destroyed all of the herbs in their field throughout the land of Egypt. And even fire ran along upon the ground. You know, fire mingled with hail. But God still hardened Pharaoh's heart through all of this. And he smote their barley and their flax, and their wheat and their rye. Well, it says their wheat and their rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is this was not just a horrendous story. This was a fact that happened in history. And a lot of people think that, I had a person tell my wife one time, well, God doesn't work that way today. You're not God, lady. You don't know how God... Read the book of Revelation and tell me God isn't going to work that way today. There's going to be all kind of plagues put out on the earth during the final tribulation. You know, if you don't believe me, read the 24th chapter of Matthew. It's already a foregone conclusion. It will happen. It says that nations are going to rise against nation, kingdoms against kingdoms. The earth is going to wax worse and worse. It's not going to get better and better. Well, that's pretty much my summation of these events that happened with and continued to happen with Pharaoh. May the good Lord be with you tonight is my prayer. God bless.